Hello everyone and welcome back to Minecraft. I hope you guys enjoy episode 6. So, in the last episode, well actually, I don't remember what we were doing in the last episode. It's been a day or so since I've recorded, but I remember what we wanted to do in the last episode. What we were planning to do, which is not over here, it's over here. We wanted to make some farmland because I'm not running out of food yet, but I will very soon, and my main intake is bread, and there's not a single farm in this village. The other one we were at had a little bit, but like a little bit. Also, my computer is freaking out. I don't know if you can hear the fan, but it is loud. But okay, so this one has some farmland right here. And this village has nothing. It's great. It's amazing. I don't really know why. Also, what is that thing on the horizon? There's like a red dot over here. Is there an item over here? Or is there an enemy over here? I'm standing on it. It's probably an enemy underground. Or a villager or something down there. But there's probably something down here. Ooh, there's iron right here. I'll take that. Is there a zombie right here? I do not see anything. Okay. Well, then what we're going to do is we're going to continue off. Where we left off is go and actually work on these farms because I want to place something down. I have not planned anything out, and I think we're going to figure it out together because that's where we're at right now. I think we decided on an area down here, if I'm not mistaken. I think we decided this area would actually be the farms, which I'm not sure. Should I? I guess I can make this farm. I have the right-click harvest, so I'm not like super worried about getting automation and stuff like that because I think harvesting it myself is fine. I don't hate that, especially for a village like this. If I really want to automate later, I can. I don't usually do that, especially if I don't know if I need to. Plus, we're gonna do a lot of villager trading later. Right now, we don't have to deal with food, but later we'll see. It's recording. I think it's recording properly. Probably, yeah. We're good. We're good. Okay, I'm just checking, just making sure. If you've seen before, you've seen me do that a bunch of times. It's fine. Hope that doesn't bother too much. But all right, let's get into it. Okay. So, it's been a while since I recorded. I had some things I wanted to talk about because I was looking, and I was trying to see what we would do next. Because I don't know, I just got this, like, excitement to do this again, you know what I mean? Like, I was very, very excited to start recording again, to start doing all this stuff again. And, yeah, I don't know. I was trying to figure out what to do next, because I was talking about the skills in the last episode, actually. I was talking about that mod that, or a mod that has an idea of leveling up a character, and you have skills and you level it up through either XP, but I like the idea more of actually leveling it up through the use of the certain tools and the aspects and stuff like that. Like in Stardew Valley, you farm and you have your farming skill go up. You mine and you have your mining skill go up. I like that idea. I like it quite a lot, actually. And there must be a mod that's something similar, and I think there is. It's just that most of the time, I think when people do level up system in a Minecraft mod, it's based around XP, which can be very easily just like farmed. You can just kind of like sit at a farm at some point and it's like, oh well, you know, it didn't do too much for it, but I have this thing now. I have, you know, all of this is ready because I just kind of sat here at an Enderman farm and we got all this stuff good. So it just feels like a cheap way around a lot of this stuff, which is, it sucks. That's the way it kind of is most of the time. I think most mods will go the route of XP, which is understandable. It's fine. It makes sense. But I would like a pack that doesn't do that. You know what I mean? I would like a pack that does the usage first. I like this. That's fine. We're going to figure out water, though, because I'm probably going to put like a few spots of water. So, actually, you know what? I don't even have to compromise on that. I can just put water down here, like right there. And then there's hidden water ready to grow. I need to find my water, though. My infinite water source is over here. I need to go grab it real quick. Oh, there's water down here. That's so true. Let me grab that. Perfect. All right. Oh, man. That's not good. Okay, it's back. And that works. Cool. Okay. Thought I ruined that. That's not that good. I don't want that to happen. But yeah, the leveling system is what I was talking about. And yeah, this is where we're at on, you know, how we would do this leveling system thing, with which I've completely lost my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just talking now. Let me just put, because I'm like, oh, let me put an infinite water source here, and I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, okay, so we can put this over here as well. Oh Jesus. Okay, I can't talk and think at the same time. It's hard. It's really hard. Like, I don't know. It's really difficult to do this. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot more skill goes into this than you would think, and it's actually very funny that I have to use all this brain power to do this, which is crazy because it seems like I was just like, oh, you're just playing games, just chilling. God, you know how difficult it is to say the right things at the right time in a coherent sentence and like properly. It's so bad. Oh, okay, maybe this is why people don't do the yeah, because there's like a yeah, it doesn't matter. Actually, it looks fine. I like this grass though. It looks kind of funky. I love how it like spreads over anyways, even though this is farmland. It's so cool looking. But okay, let's see if that's enough space. It doesn't seem to be actually. I think if we put a water on like a corner piece, like here, it'll be fine, probably. I think that'll be okay. But yeah, so I looked for a pack that had that, and I couldn't find very many. I was getting the... Oh, I forgot again. I forgot what pack it was. The Vault Hunters. Vault Hunters has like a... It has a way to have a skill system, but I think it's also XP based, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really sure. We played it a little while ago with some friends, and it's been a little while since I've looked. So honestly, I do not remember. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so it's always an option. But like I think it does the XP thing, which is it's just not great. I would like the usage thing because I would like to level up the skills by doing the thing that the skill is leveling up. I guess did I say that right? I would like to do that. You know what I mean? I want a skill mod like that. But okay, I can come back to this later. I wanted to kind of get into something else, which was this. Hopefully would have just been the segue, but it's already been 6.5 minutes. Do I not have wheat? We're gonna go just like punch some grass for a little while. Like, that's cool. It's a good lucky one. So I wanted to talk about what we're doing next, and I guess that was the segue. Is I went to go look for that first. But then I was like, I'm getting really excited to play stuff again. And I was like, I would like to do this stuff again. And then I was thinking was like, well, what did good on my channel? The first thing that I thought of was, oh, maybe it's because it's a little mod pack. I was kind of the only person playing it. So it did well as a video, which is also true. I think I was one of the only Let's Plays that kind of did EMC to the Sky and actually had a pretty much complete series. Although people didn't maybe end up to the end, it helped a lot that I had pretty much a start to finish. So when people were joining in much later, they were like, oh, well, this is a thing I can binge and whatever. Even though I didn't really technically finish it, I had a completed thing to myself, right? I was like, oh, okay, I'm done. Like, this is where I'm calling it. I enjoyed this pack a lot, and I think I didn't finish, right? I'm pretty sure I just called it at a certain point because I was like, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm getting tired of this. So I moved on, which was great. I'm glad I did. But it was always like, but it always helped that video existed at all because, like, a lot of people didn't. I need to get this guy a bed somewhere because he just keeps taking my bed. And it got me killed earlier. That slain by a zombie is because this. Oh that's why I put these things. Actually, I didn't talk about this. I put these things because of the baby zombie. When I was lagging and like loading, a baby zombie flew in here. It stopped there, but like I was like, why did it stop there? And then like this guy teleported outside. The zombie teleported in front of me, and I was like, oh, I'm lagging like really, really bad because I was just loading up the world for the first time, and I was like letting it sit and load. And I was like, oh no. it just went the worst possible. I died once, I think, right? I think that's what it says. But I was very much ready to die again, and it was like lagging the entire time I was trying to attack the zombie, and it sucked. But anyways, yeah, that that video helped me a lot. It boosted this channel quite a bit. You know, it got us to the 1K, I think, and it pushed us past that. We were at 2K. It pushed us all the way over there, and that's because I don't know. I think. Oh, is this not getting hit by water? Might not be. Let me put some water here. I can put some water here, I think, and then we can fill in the gap. I'm pretty sure. That should still cover. But anyways, yeah, I think. Oh, geez, are you not getting hit by water either? There's no way. You're like. You're what the you know. It may be. It could be. Like, I can grab the water like that. Oh, that's so nice, actually. But okay, well, that's fine. I don't know. I was talking about EMC this guy, I think. So yeah, it helped a lot that I had that, and it boosted us quite a bit, and I'm really happy that it did, because I'm proud of where this channel got to. And I'm sad that I stopped when I did. It's just that I couldn't anymore. You know what I mean? I kind of mentioned this when I started the Let's Play because I had this like intro thing that I recorded later, and I was like, yeah, that's the way I felt. That's the way I feel. I didn't feel like I could continue anymore, and I'm glad I didn't, because I feel much better after having taken like a little break and stuff, you know. So I'm happier where I'm at right now because we started new stuff, we did new things, so that makes me feel much better on where the channel is and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, yeah. So I appreciate all of that stuff. I really really do appreciate for that, for what you guys did to that video and what you guys did to the channel in total. I don't like that. There we go. So yeah. Oh, the next thing I actually have to do here, which I'll do that like this, like that, and then we can do this, our normal little boost thing here, and then we can kind of put this here. Great. All right, that should fix it. So we have some light in here, which should be, there should be light all around this, hopefully. Hopefully that's like generally the middle. But anyways, yeah. So that was my train of thought. I was like, well, let's do something like a small pack that I can find somewhere that might help us out in that way. And I was like, all right, that might be a good idea. And then I didn't. Oh, what happened to you? Did I step on that? What happened to that? I don't think so. Did it like dry up? There's water right there. You can't tell me that you dried up. But I was like, okay, maybe I can follow that train of thought, and maybe I can still find something like that. Give me a second. Pull my fingers. But I went looking for an EMC pack because I was like, oh well, also it's EMC, and like I like EMC, but it's really hard to find packs that do EMC well. Why are you running around? Did you get hurt? No, he's just running around. This crazy motherfucker. I could probably steal a bed from the other village. Actually, let's go do that. Let's go steal a bed from the other village because it's really annoying me that that guy is in my house every night. So I'm gonna go take a bed because there's literally no sheep. Hi, are you that new wolf that shows? This is like a new variant, right? Because we're in like a snow biome. I don't have any bones because I haven't killed anything, but that's cool. I like him. There's foxes everywhere too. That's sick though. Oh, the sheep. I don't have shears though, and I don't know if I want to waste my iron on shears. And actually, is it getting late? No. We're like midday. We're fine. Now, do I go around this way or that way? I can go, I think I should go around this way. My bad. A little indecisive. So what was I saying? Uh-oh. I don't even have water. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're chilling. All right, there's water at the village. I'm gonna grab some. Remind me when we get to the village to grab some water. I think I need to. But anyways, yes. Something about something. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, finding little packs for like EMC. EMC stuff is really hard to find. I love that mod, and I love I love EMC with Project Plus. I think it helps a lot to have it. Although it might not be necessary, it helps a lot to have it. Because I really like the little like the power flowers. The like not the I like the items. I don't like actually building the thing because it always feels more complicated for me to do. And at least building it into an item, it's like it's not that much different than actually crafting it into like a full thing. Even if it costs a little more, I'd rather, you know, I'd rather make the item than actually building the thing and making an ugly thing in the world because it looks gross. Like you have to kind of like hide it away or something because like they don't look great. But it's whatever, right? That's always that thing there. So, anyways. Yeah, we should go exploring as well. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. I'm probably gonna make like another farm somewhere and make a few farms, and then we're probably gonna call it, and then we'll do a second episode and we'll go actually exploring. Oh, that is a steep drop off. Wow. But yeah, anyways. Also, I saw there was onions. Are there onions in this game now? Is that like wait, are there onions in this game, or was that a mod? I was seeing like a video a second ago. Are there? I feel like onions would be useless actually. This is probably a mod. Because like I haven't played Minecraft in forever, like vanilla, so I honestly don't know what exists. Like I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue. Like I'm very clueless, and like I was looking at it and I was like, is this modded stuff? And I was like, I don't know. But yeah, I think that video is mostly modded stuff because onions feels like they would be useless. I don't know why they would be added. But anyways, I tried looking for a little while for an EMC pack and I couldn't find one. There wasn't much for me to see, so I was like, I don't know. Maybe there's like a pack I can find on Modernth versus Forge, because I was looking at Chris Forge. That's where I play here, and that's what I play on mostly. And so I was like, I'm not gonna find anything. So I decided to just kind of take my leave and look for something else, or look for a different path in what I was doing. So I was planning to go for like a small series or a small pack that like doesn't get much coverage, which I still want to do. And that's kind of what we're doing with the duocast. I really enjoy doing. You know what I mean? I enjoy giving exposure to people that deserve it, and to packs that deserve it, and to games that deserve it. Because that's what we're doing in the duocast right now that I really am liking, and I understand that people are also liking that too because it's kind of boosting the channel a little bit. And that's playing demos. It's playing a bunch of demos. We're playing a lot of demos for games and a lot of, you know, highlights for games that are out already or that are coming out soon, and these games need coverage, and these games need people to play it, and there's not a lot of people doing that right now. So being able to do that is cool. It's really nice to be able to like, hey, I'm gonna go play your game for our channel. Like, people are gonna watch, you know, at least 100 people hopefully will watch, and that's a good amount of people that have eyes on this now, which is cool. It's cool to kind of show games off like that. I like that idea, and I want to talk more about the games that we play on the Speakeasy, and I will do that eventually. I'm probably gonna have less scripted stuff. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe I'm just gonna like go into a game, have talking points, and then just kind of like talk, because like I was watching a video. It's a channel that like, it's this girl that breaks down. Well, I found her channel when she was talking about One Piece. She was like really into depth on the One Piece arcs, and I think when she was like catching up with it, and then I think she's doing a lot of like chapter reviews now, which is crazy because she's like obviously like a super avid reader, and she's like one of those book channels, but she got into manga, or I think she like loved it forever, but she finally got into like One Piece, which I think was like kind of like the thing where I found her from, because I was reading it around the same time, and I wanted to hear other people's thoughts, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. I want to hear this. And I think I watched her entire series. I also watched a few others. Like, there was this guy, but I'm a little behind on his, or maybe he just hasn't uploaded in a while. I don't remember, honestly. But I haven't looked at a lot of One Piece stuff in a little while. It's been a bit. I haven't read in a bit either. So I want to soon again. It's just that manhwas have been taking over what I'm reading, and I will get into that soon. So I'm going to just write that down, manhwas, and put it in the list when we get back to the base. Because by the time I get there, I'm going to have forgotten that. I know that. But I've been watching that channel, and I honestly don't remember why I wanted to take this. Oh, never mind. I remember. She had just started reading Berserk, which I read in its entirety at the point that it was at like a month ago. So I read all the way through the original author's point, right? I read all the way to where he had done, or well, I guess, yeah, I think he had done. He had written before he tragically passed, right? So, you know, I got up to that point, and I loved it. I loved reading it. It was an amazing story that I'm very, very happy, and I got to actually get around to. I'm glad Stevie pushed me to read that at some point, because I wasn't gonna, honestly, for like a long time. And then at some point I was like, I'm bored. I'm gonna get into Berserk, and I decided. I didn't grab a bed. Oh, it's fine. It's like the whole reason I went over there. What did I do? I just walked over there, grabbed water, and walked back. Okay, that's fine. We'll go back another time then. Let me write down manhwas on this side. Oh my god, what a waste. We got some wood. I think that's how you spell that. I always forget. But anyways, okay. I think we're gonna take down this tree actually and put another one here. So anyways, she was reviewing her like go through a Berserk, and I was like watching it, and I was like, this doesn't feel scripted, and I like videos that don't have that scripted feel, you know what I mean? So I like sometimes that are scripted if like they're really high budget and high quality, and sometimes I want the script because I'm like, oh, I want you to have your thoughts like condensed really well, and I want it to make sense, and I wanted to have a fun time watching this because I want to learn something or whatever. I understand your thoughts entirely, perfectly, and maybe there are people who can't kind of like ramble, and they can't like, which what I'm doing right now, I can't form my proper thoughts on that. I can't find the word actually. I can think of what I want to say, I just can't find the word I want to say it. But that's fine. But like, she was just kind of like talking, and like I think she would kind of like glance at the computer every once in a while because she sits like in front of a laptop. But then I like looked, and I was like, I don't think she's reading off a script. I think she's like has talking points in front of her, and then she just talks, which honestly, it would free me so much from preparations, which is the hardest part to actually doing a lot of these things, is like writing these scripts and writing these things. And as much as maybe I want to have something written, right? My hands are popping like crazy. Like maybe I want to have some stuff written. Like maybe here and there I kind of want to have a script that's like bigger and it's grander, and I want to have it written out because like I think it should be, right? You know what I mean? I am actually gonna leave this tree here, but what I'm gonna do is pull this to the bottom, and that's cool. I wish trees were a little taller sometimes. Like, this is cool height. I like that height. But anyways, yeah, I think she was just like kind of like doing it, and I was like, that's cool. Like I want to do that. So, and I'm thinking of this actually like in time. I didn't have this plan to talk about. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just talking like out my ass right now. And I'm like, I think that'd be cool. And I'm like, I think it would be interesting to kind of just have the channel that I've wanted to do forever. but start it or even continue it in a way that's like it's working in a way that it would be more for like I can kind of rant and I can just kind of talk sometimes and I can just do whatever I want at times, because I think that'd be cool to watch sometimes, especially if my thoughts are like kind of actually put together. I think it'd be interesting to watch, you know what I mean? Which it depends, right? It depends on what I'm doing. It depends on what I'm talking about. If I know what I'm talking about, I can put some talking points down and I can be like, hey, this is what I want to say. I have a general idea of where I want to go with this conversation, but I'm gonna talk it out because it sounds different, you know what I mean? I feel like, at least to me, I can tell the difference between videos that are scripted and I can tell the difference between videos that are not. And I like the I guess the realness that you can get from a non-scripted video. It's always fun to see when you see a video that's like obviously not put together in a way that's scripted and obviously not like properly thought out, but that's fine because I don't have any issues with that. I think it's interesting that some channels might do that. You know, there are topics that probably need to have, you know, be thought over a little more before they're talked about. But like, you know, they may be more historical and things that are like are really important and whatnot. But like, if it's not that important, which is, I'm talking about games that I like and that I've played for like an hour or that I've played for hours and hours at a time, and it's like, it's not that big a deal. I can just kind of like do it, you know? And I was kind of putting that pressure on myself, and I sometimes it's, you don't always have to follow the status quo, which is always a thing that you kind of feel like you should, you know? You do videos in a certain way because they do well. You do videos, you write scripts or you write books in a certain way because that's the norm. That's the way that it's always been done. That's just the way that it is. And maybe sometimes you don't gotta. You can break that sometimes. Within a set of parameters, you can be like, oh, well, this might actually work this way. And that might work, you know? Is this the one that I should have taken out? Maybe I shouldn't have taken out. I think it's this one. No, actually? I think it's this one. Yes, it is that other side. It is that middle one. The right one. Yes. And like, maybe it's not that big a deal. Maybe it's not that bad. And I can't check if water's flowing now because this stupid rain. Oh, I love the grass. Look at that. Look at the grass. That's so... I was just talking about how much I love that. And look at the grass like flowing over. I think it's continuity. Is it continuity doing that? I'm going to lose track of my mind before oh my god, I'm going to lose it here. I love that grass spillover. It's so pretty. What the hell did I... Okay, there we go. Okay, I just need to put a light here. So we're probably going to have to put 2. Let me do it here. 1, 2, 3, and then pop. And then we can just get off because it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think it's possible. And now that I'm like thinking about it, like actually, because like right now I'm thinking, right? I don't know how obvious that is, but I'm just thinking like in my head, I'm just like, I don't know, maybe, why don't I just do that? Like, why haven't I done that yet? Why don't I just do that now? Oh, I gotta make a new shovel. God damn it. Okay, well this is perfect. I have exactly enough torches to fill that out. And then there we go. But I think it could work. And now I'm like, damn, why haven't I done that yet? But also, I do this like this. I'm talking mostly coherently and making a mostly okay talking argument. I'm not arguing anything. I'm just talking. But like it's coherent. You can understand what I'm saying. That's cool. Why can't I do that for a video essay-ish type of thing where I can just have my talking points and then be like, all right, this is what I'm generally going to say. This is what I'm kind of going to talk about. And I'll just start going. I'll have my, like, you know what? Actually, I mean, I say outline, like, on talking points, but I think the most perfect thing to do would be to make an essay outline. And like, an outline with the body paragraphs and the intro and the hook. The only thing I generally... You know what, actually? I'm going to go into a complete tangent, which is still related to this, is I write... Well, I'm actually done writing essays. I'm like, at the end of my university days, I'm done writing essays completely for any class. So I won't be doing that anymore. But I write essays when I write them for the tests. And like our professor for art history was talking about how he really likes having an outline because sometimes you don't get to it. And he likes looking at the outline and going like, oh, well, if you didn't get to talk about this and it's in the outline, I'll give you some extra points for that and whatnot. So I started using the outline a lot more. And I think that was great because now that I use the outline a lot more, I actually think about the structure of this essay a little more, because I used to just kind of like bullshit and go because I felt like I didn't have time. But now even when I know I don't have time, oh, it's such a pretty wolf. I don't even know if it's like the normal. They feel like the normal. I think that the snowy one over there was a little different. But like, I started thinking about the structure more. I started thinking about like why it matters to do this and like what's important to do this. And I understand that a lot from YouTube. And I was always praised on well, my talking, which I appreciate. He really liked my voice, which was like, oh, that's so sweet. I really do like that. I like that compliment. I think it's my favorite compliment actually that I've ever gotten. I've gotten it from a few teachers and professors, which is really nice. But yeah, he was like, "Are you right?" And he mentioned this once as well, actually, in a class. He was like, "I think you guys write better when you talk out loud because you hear yourself talking and you're like, oh well, that doesn't make sense." And he was a professor that liked kind of like a more candid, is that the right word? Like a more like natural feel to an essay. He didn't like the structured and like super like unfun to read essays. You know what I mean? There are professors that do like that. And I had one for my other class, and I was like, I hated that. I hated writing essays for her class. I hated her class in general, but I hated writing essays for her class because like she hated reading the essays and she hated like telling us to write the essays. I don't know why she did essays. It sucked. But when she liked the structured writing, you know, the formulaic form of writing where it's boring to read, it's not interesting, it's not fun, it's supposed to be boring, and that's kind of the way that she liked it. But this professor is so different, like very much the opposite of that, because he really liked I think one of his first assignments with us that what he did when I first started taking his classes was creative writing. He was like, imagine you're getting abducted by aliens, and it was in our history class, and he was like, you got to teach them about our history. And I was like, how would you do it? And he was like, you can write that in your paper, like you can make it in your paper so that you can kind of write these things out and have an idea to talk about. And it helped a friend of mine like really well. Actually, no, it helped Emma. Actually, it helped her really well. I think it helped some other people in that class too, but it helped Emma write better, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think she told me that. She was like, it's more interesting to write like that. And of course it is, right? You want to write what you enjoy. And if you enjoy it a little more, even if it's just like slightly, it makes a difference, right? That's why I stopped doing Minecraft, because I didn't like it anymore. I wasn't enjoying it. But like any little thing that could have brought me a little bit more joy, I might have continued what I was doing before. And now I'm back here enjoying it again because I'm doing something different. I've changed the structure. I've changed the way I'm doing things. And I'm thinking of it differently. I'm playing it differently. And I love the way he would do those writings, right? I love that structure. And it started teaching me more about the writing structure, the writing purposes, why you would do things. I mean, like, obviously learn those things in high school, but like it doesn't set in, you know, like, oh, well, how am I going to apply this? I was getting to the point where like I was applying these lessons to things I was doing. And, you know, you learn things in school and they, you know, you're like, oh, well, after I get out of here, I'm not going to use this ever again. I'm not going to do this ever again. And then, like, I was having the realization the other day that I'm like, oh, well, if I do an essay channel, and if I do a video essay channel, I'm going to be writing essays forever. And that's going to be the thing I'm going to be doing. And I don't hate writing essays. Oh, that's cool. I might leave that there. I don't know. I don't hate writing essays. I hate writing essays that I'm not interested in. But I like writing. I like talking about things I enjoy. Which is, essentially, I'm just writing if I think about it as writing a script, I'm like, oh, well, it's not that bad. Especially if it's about something I enjoy talking about or I want to talk about, I'm like, oh, I'm fine with it. And as long as it's not too much work in the back end, you know? If I can just kind of, like, talk, that's great. I don't have to worry about the front end, and then the back end's all I have to worry about, the editing. Which I can also keep on the download, because there are so many videos, I'm running out of time. There are so many videos that go viral that are just people talking. And, like, there is nothing going on. I was watching the video that, like, everything that I'm doing right now is based on, which is, I saw another video that was talking about that video, and it was just a girl talking as well. And it's just, like, I think the original video was, like, why people build ugly in Minecraft or something like that, or why people build like this or something like that. And that inspired the video that I did watch, that I have watched also before. I just kind of, like, looked at it again just to kind of analyze it again and see if this is what maybe just to think about it again, right? And it's just the guy talking. It's not even like an interesting video. He's just talking, but he has a good voice. He has, like, it's a pretty alright voice, right? It's not like, oh my god, right? But like, it's a pretty alright voice I can listen to. It's also, what he was talking about was interesting. It was, I don't know if I want to say profound, but like, it was interesting to hear, and it was interesting to talk about, and it was like interesting to think about. And I was like, well, this is great. I like this. And then I thought about it tomorrow and I was like, yeah, this is cool. I like this idea. I want to do that. But like, I've watched the girls video before and the guys video is essentially the same thing. What's in here? Some wheat stuff. Some potatoes. Ooh, I don't know. I'll probably make another farm for the potatoes. But man, I don't even know where I was going. We lost a little. Oh shit! No, don't hit narrator. Oh god. Oh no. How do I turn it off?
Select element. Options. Narrator. Narrator.
Got it. Okay, it's Shift B. I was like, I hit some buttons. What buttons were they? Okay, we're running out of time, and I honestly don't remember what. I need to finish this thought though. Was talking about the video essays for the speakeasy. I'm gonna just kind of wrap it up because I don't remember what I was gonna even go with or say because I got very distracted. But yeah, I'm gonna probably go into some of these videos now and just kind of have an outline, have an essay outline, and talk. Have like a ready, like, okay, like in this, I'm gonna have an intro written, which I'm gonna have actually written because that's the most important part. It's very important to have a good hook and anything, right? It's very important in every piece of media to have a good hook. And if you don't have a good hook, people don't give a shit about what you're gonna say. Even if the video is like, oh my god, it's interesting, or the topic's interesting. If the front end is not good, nobody's gonna watch to the back, right? It's just not gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen at all. You have to have a good hook. There has to be something to keep the people coming back, or to keep the people staying for the entirety of the video, right? There needs to be something to keep them there. And I don't know if I'm doing that. I'm not. This is not a good example because I'm not doing that much here. But it's not the kind of video, I guess, right? Oh, I'm out of torches. That's what I wanted to do. But you know, the videos that I'm putting more time into, which is like the duocast, which has the front end, which is the events that are happening later in the video thing, you know what I mean? It has that, like, those clips from the end, from somewhere in the video appearing at the beginning of the video. So there's like funny stuff for whatever. There's something that's hooking the people because of something I said or because something that's happening, and that's a thing that helps. It helps a lot. Let me clear my inventory. We're doing that for the duocast. And I thought about doing it for here, but there's not a lot of stuff like that I can do here. I can't make that argument that I'm like, oh, well, this is going on, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing happening. I'm just talking, which is fine, but it's not like, you know, I'm not doing anything like crazy that I can actually put into an intro, unless it's like a clip of just me talking, which is also fine if it's an interesting thought, I guess. But I don't know how much that'll help in a Minecraft video. So sometimes just the intro I think is okay. If people are gonna watch Minecraft, they're watching Minecraft. So sometimes it's not necessary, but it helps a lot, especially with people who are a little more on the fence of what you're doing. But anyways, to wrap that up, onto the speakeasy stuff and the essay stuff. That's it. That's probably all I'm gonna do. Is just have an essay outline. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like the little butterfly. Let's take this off. Yes. All right. Cool. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna write an intro properly, talk about mention what I'm gonna talk about in the intro, whatever the stupid thing is. I don't know honestly the rules of that. I forget. And you're gonna mention the thing you're gonna talk about and this and that. Honestly, I don't remember. I'm just gonna write with a general structure of an outline. Oh, there's carrots in here. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make our speakeasy videos hopefully quicker by doing that. Because like all I have to do is actually make an outline instead of actually making a script. And I might honestly do that for the Restitch stuff too, because that was what was holding me back. I hated writing scripts for it, and I just did one, and I just recorded one. And I like that I had the script, but at the same time I'm like, I could have done this faster, and it probably would have been just as fine. I didn't have to write out every word. I could think about that at the time, at the moment that I'm doing it, you know? It doesn't need that much planning. Like it's not that big a deal. You know what I mean? I could have actually sped that up, but that's okay. The back end right now is what I'm working on. I haven't edited it in a few days, but I'm gonna do it again soon. But anyways, yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna function on. So we'll figure it out. We'll get it working, I think, properly at some point. Maybe, possibly. I'm gonna actually go. Like, we're just running around like crazy because I'm just like I'm doing stuff. I'm gonna run back to the farms and get a thumbnail, if not the butterfly, because like I've been trying to figure out the thumbnails for these videos, and I ended up doing something that I don't know if it's gonna work well. But I did it because I thought they would stand out. Now, my thought is, will they stand out too much? Maybe, possibly. But this probably is our best bet on getting a thumbnail if we want to mention something about farms. So, anyways, oops. Oh, yeah, I forgot I have free cam. I forget that exists, you know? I have it, and I can go, whoop. And then you go, wow, look at me go. Oops, it's crazy. Oh, God, I can run? Oh, that's bad. Let's not do that. Anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out the speakeasy stuff soon, but I think that gives me a little more freedom in my head to be like, oh, well, I can just kind of like write out an outline and talk, because that's what I'm not even writing an outline here, and I'm talking for 35 minutes, because this is what I'm doing. I can do that. I can, like, if I have something to talk about, I can rant about it forever, you know. So I think it's fine. I'm sorry these videos have been longer. I don't know if people are enjoying them yet. I haven't been uploading them yet, but I just made the thumbnails and the titles for episode 1 through 5. So those are ready to go. I'm going to schedule them soon, and there's probably going to be 3 a week. So that means I need to keep up with that. And I think I can, but I would like to get ahead, because I don't know when school starts if I can keep up with that. But if I have to change the schedule, I will. I'm just going to kind of like enjoy my time, and hopefully I'll stick to it. I think I can figure out some time for it, and I can cut into me and Emma's recording time if I really have to. Just depends. Plus, it's also 30 minutes. I'm not recording for an hour and taking like an hour and a half and taking 30 minutes out of it, so it helps a lot that I don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. It's you just get to hear me talk, so I don't know how interesting that is, but I hope it's interesting. I've heard a few people say that it's interesting to hear me just kind of rant, which is great. I had seen a comment that I had gotten a long ass time ago, well, maybe not that long ago, but on the channel, and it was like, bro, keep yapping, like, because I guess it was like, I always get into this point where I'm like, is it interesting to hear me talk? Like, do you want to keep hearing me talk? And I've had a few comments that say essentially that, just keep fucking talking, and I'm fine with it. So I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So I'm glad that I can keep talking, because I would like to, but we have another episode to go, so I have more stuff to talk about. Yeah, we'll probably get into some other stuff about the speakeasy and some games that we hear, and maybe kind of like think through those thoughts live on camera in the studio or whatever, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was another longish one. Not really, kind of. I was aiming for 30 minutes, but our conversations take us farther than that, but here we are. So hope you guys enjoyed. We made a little bit of farm. We made a little bit of progress. This is me talking with some gameplay in the background, essentially, right? So we've made some stuff. We made a farm that's over there, somewhere. Can't see it, but it's back there. And yeah, no, this is great. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, honestly. So I appreciate you sticking around for the entirety of the video, if you did. If not, that's fine. I appreciate you, but it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for sticking around and watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Comment down below, yeah, comment down below any games you've played recently that are interesting, maybe something to me to check out as well for the duocast, as well as for the speakeasy. Maybe some demos that you've tried, because we were really looking for more little demos, and I want to look for more that are like unknown, you know what I mean? I want to see some more stuff that's not getting coverage, that's not getting a lot of views yet, or not a lot of reviews or anything, you know what I mean? If you have anything like that, or if you're making a game like that, I would love to check it out and play it on the duocast with Emma. So, and I'll also, if I enjoyed it as much as some of the, I guess, if I enjoyed it enough, I'll make a video on him, the speakeasy, and we'll just kind of rant and talk about it. So yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed, and talk about anything in the comments. Honestly, I'm down to chat about anything. I respond to everything. So yeah, appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode, episode 7 of this of my return to Minecraft. That's what I've been labeling it as for myself, but it's just called Minecraft in the in the OBS recordings, and on the titles they're all different. So yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.